Bang the gong. Get on. Rome used the heavy rusty branding iron to bang the triangular wrought iron gong. You've clanged that dang bell 3 times in the past half hour. Loki, a youthful newbie fairy, didn't like to wait. Let's form the circle of thanks. We need our nourishment. Loki blamed his lack of patience on a genetic condition known as PDD, patience deficit disorder. To compensate for the malady, he channeled his frenetic energy into projects no other fairy would take on. Hauling sand to the outhouses, repairing rabbit-chewed phone cord, washing plastic windows. It was no coincidence that Loki resembled the dwarf Happy from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Inside the community house, the elder fairy Sars rang the quartz crystal singing bowl to gather the fairies to the nightly pre-dinner circle of thanks. As fairies held hands, Rome gave away gentle reminders to those who would travel to San Francisco. Departure time is 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. The fairy freedom van will leave come rain or shine. Let's pray for the shine because Monk, Mothra, and I need to fix the solar panels. For those who have not participated in the community energy exchange, please do so ASAP. The success of a fairy expedition depends on how much you give. It's easy, just give it up, so you get more space to receive. Isn't the phrase give it up? To get more space to receive a Saint Anthrax saying? This evening Felina Darkhole donned her jet black, Cher-inspired wig. Just checking. Felina, you know your saint sayings as well as I do. Give it up, to get more space to receive. Who can argue with that? Now behave.
I'm devastated.
Felina rolled her eyes. To emphasize her drag drama queen persona, campy Felina Darkhole punctuated her statements with intentional pauses, long deep breaths, over-the-top gestures, and over-enunciation of fricatives. Rome dear, I'm wasting away to skin and bones. If you will, please get grace over with. Felina checked the reactions of the men holding hands in a circle. Pardon my use of the name of the TV sitcom Will and Grace in order to get attention. We must get to the big hug so we can eat something. Before the bears break in and steal our supper. You know what happened to Goldilocks. Forget bears, if we don't stop our hunger pangs we might be visited by Snook Squish, quick-witted Benadryl said. I heard he is ravenous. One good thing about my mom is at least she got through Grace before the food got cold. Mothra recalled the nightly godimental feeding frenzy. Sometimes I wonder why I ever ran away to become a fairy. Mothra muttered. Sometimes we wonder why too. Benny was one of many fairies who took an instinctive dislike to Mothra, the surly godimental runaway. It's all good, Rome said. Monk, Mothra and I will stay behind to guard the land. You others can figure out the details of your travels on your own. Please bow your heads. Or don't. Benny led the fairy prayer of gratitude. Here we are. Queer we are. Darling. Carefree. And dear we are. Grateful for you. Grateful for me. Grateful to eat. VBB. Very blessed be. Dingleberry shouted out, big hug. And the fairies shuffled their way into the center of the circle. It was time for the nightly VBH. Very big hug. The dinner was scrumptious and afterwards the pre-op challenged Felina took time to honor herself. Thanks to all for a fabulous Fairylicious dinner. What a wonderful way to celebrate the first anniversary of my hormone shots. The start of my new becoming,